People can't play Roblox right now, a huge Roblox event is coming soon, and more wild news today. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you, and let's get right into it. And firstly, there's sort of a massive new Roblox event coming soon, and also potentially Blox Fruits, one of the biggest games being in trouble. Let me break down what's going on here. Alright, so recently Netflix here tweeted out saying, just simply, hi Roblox. And in the tweet, they show like a bunch of teasers and stuff to upcoming events. And in this trailer, we can see two stuff. We can see Stranger Things and also One Piece, which already is pretty crazy. And this collab actually started going viral, just outside the Roblox community. As we can see here, this news account covered it, and it has like 30,000 likes, millions of views, and a bunch of people have been covering it, getting like millions of views and stuff. It's like a pretty massive collab going around. But also, that being said, I'm sure you guys are aware, the most popular game, or one of the most popular games on the platform, Blox Fruits, is based off One Piece. And in the past, when we've seen, anime companies join Roblox, they often take down or DMCA games that follow their same anime. So a lot of people are saying Blox Fruits might be in trouble here. And even if Blox Fruits doesn't get in trouble from the company like taking their game down, Blox Fruits in general could be in trouble, like numbers wise, because a lot of people might stop playing Blox Fruits or might not choose Blox Fruits because they'd rather play an official version of One Piece, you know what I mean? I guess it all depends if the game's good though. But also, with that being said, if I remember, I'm pretty sure in the past Blox Fruits did have some troubles with copyright with One Piece, but then they changed some stuff. So even though a lot of the stuff is still inspired, I think for the most part Blox Fruits should be fine. However, on the player side of things, they might lose players over this. You don't really know until it releases, I guess. But if the game's really good, then I'm very curious to see how this affects Blox Fruits. But also, with that being said, this collab is actually bigger than we think, because already the collab's pretty huge, One Piece and also Stranger Things joining Roblox is pretty cool. However, with that being said, this Netflix collab is actually going to be like one giant thing. It's going to be like a Netflix world type thing, and in that one game they're going to have a bunch of collabs, I'm pretty sure. This actually got leaked like a while ago, and as we can see here, there's a bunch more like shows that are part of this. So as we can see here, the list says that Miraculous Ladybug, One Piece, Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, Wednesday, Is a Cake, and I think potentially more. So yeah, two of those are already confirmed, and it seems like in the future there's going to be more stuff. And Netflix is going to have this massive game on Roblox now where they bring in some of their most popular shows to make a game out of it, which is pretty insane and has a lot of potential, obviously. And with this going viral in the community right now, a lot of people are just saying like they're hoping it's going to be good. Like Cricket Fear, for example, just spamming saying please be good and stuff like that. And I mean, in general, yeah, I agree. This has so much potential to be actually really cool, but knowing Roblox, they tend to mess up some stuff. Although, to be fair, I know a lot of people are saying that this is an official Roblox collab, but if I remember correctly, this isn't an official Roblox collab. It's just a game collabing with Netflix, like a game studio, to make it onto Roblox. I don't think it's actually working with Roblox to make a proper event. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's happening here. But in general, it's still pretty big, and some massive collaborations coming soon, and I guess we have to wait and see how good this is, and it should be coming soon. But anyways, with that being said, for our next story, if this Roblox issue getting worse, and people are literally losing accounts over this right now. So as I covered in my last video, there's been a big shift on Roblox recently where they started deleting people's accounts and banning people's accounts for stuff they uploaded literally like 8 years ago. It was a massive problem going around. In my last video, I talked about how popular YouTuber Steak got his account deleted over this, but also with that being said, this issue seems to be getting worse, because not only were people getting DMCA'd for old items and stuff like that, but I think in general the DMCA system just as a whole is broken, not only just for old items. Like as we can see here, this person said that my Roblox account was terminated even though I only had one strike, and the asset that was DMCA'd already appealed months ago. So yeah, once again, as we can see here, their account got fully deleted over some DMCA and copyright, which they actually appealed for. And once again, it seems to be a common theme on Roblox. Every time I see posts like these, people always say that they already appealed and stuff like that, but for some reason Roblox moderation just completely ignores that. It's pretty stupid. And in general, this whole DMCA issue going on in the past few days seems to be getting worse, because not only are people getting banned for like specific old items or games and stuff like that, but also just in general the system's broken, banning people and deleting accounts here and there just for dumb stuff. And they followed up kind of explaining what happened here, saying that my Face Fairy Star was DMCA'd in February and I appealed, and they were reinstated. At the start of January, I re-uploaded as a hat to follow the new miscategorization policy. Since the original was already appealed, the individual DMCA'd the re-upload, which was a hat variant abusing the DMCA system. So yeah, this is pretty weird and pretty crazy, because from what they're saying, the item was appealed and came back, so it seemed fine, and they just changed out like the category, which seems fine. I don't know. Pretty horrible situation. Luckily, with that being said, as per usual, this person didn't get their account back after making a lot of noise, but as I say every time now, people like this is obviously bad that they got their account deleted, but they were lucky enough that they can make enough noise in the community where it catches the attention of Roblox. But unfortunately, there's so much people out there who can't make much noise in the community, and they're probably getting their accounts deleted and lost over this without anyone knowing, just because they can't really speak out about it, which is pretty horrible. And Roblox seriously needs to do something about this, because over this past few months or so, it's just been getting worse and worse every time I see a new post. But anyways, with that being said, our next story of a weird new Roblox update. So Blox News here to us saying that starting today, Roblox will begin testing an updated discovery page with top charts and brand new sorts. The sorts are not personalized, meaning everyone will see the same or similar sorts in a different order, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why they did that, but as we can see here, this is kind of an example of what it's going to look like. So There's gonna be top trending, top revisited, and then fun with friends. So some new categories there. I think the categories are cool, like trending and stuff like that. That's like a really cool idea. However, with that being said, a lot of the comments from what I've seen and just in general, a lot of people would think that the sort of this sucks. Because once again, as we can see here, the friends is all the way near the bottom, I'm pretty sure, or closer to the bottom, which is obviously very annoying. I know they said the sort is going to be a different order, so potentially for you might have your friends at the top, but for a lot of people, they have their friends all the way down. It's kind of weird right now. It's a cool category, but the whole like layout of it is just kind of weird. And a lot of people are very angry at Roblox for that. As we can see here, I think this is an example of like what kind of the new layout might look like on like mobile, and it's super weird actually. I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest. I feel like in this past like month, Roblox have been experimenting a lot with this new sort. And for the most part, the categories are cool, but the way they sorted out has just been kind of, weird. And a lot of people are angry at Roblox for it just because it makes everything more annoying. Although to be fair, like the categories that they're adding is good. It's just the way that they sort them is kind of bad. But anyways, with that being said, our next story is Roblox Swore. So it's all like people freaking out about this, which is kind of funny. But basically, on Roblox's official main TikTok account, they posted this like video, just people dancing or whatever, and the song just has a bunch of swearing in it, which is kind of funny. It's obviously not that serious, but it's just kind of funny to think that like some kid probably went on the official Roblox account and shared a bunch of swearing because he used like a audio with a bunch of swearing in it. And if you guys remember, actually, this happened a while ago on Roblox's other TikTok account, and it was the same situation. It kept swearing over and over again, and a lot of people were freaking out. And that TikTok actually ended up getting deleted. And it seems like this one might get deleted too, because as we can see here, a lot of people are freaking out because they swore. But in general, it's kind of a funny story. It's not that deep. However, speaking of TikTok, we do have a pretty horrible situation going on right now. And let's get to our next story because it's pretty bad what's going on right now. So when I was on Roblox TikTok comments, I saw a lot of people spamming Roblox saying, fix the clients, fix Roblox issue 268. And in general, a lot of people are spamming them saying that they're getting a bunch of errors right now. As I looking more into it, and if you go on Twitter right now, look at the error. So much people are spamming Roblox over these past few days, begging them to fix the error. As we can see here, people are responding to tweets just saying, am I the only one getting the error? People are spamming Roblox tweets saying they're getting the error. And in general right now, over this past few days or so, there's been a random increase in this error, and a lot of people can't play the game right now. And for some reason, so much people are getting the error 268. And it's a massive problem right now, a lot of people can't play, which is pretty insane. It's actually kind of weird when you look up the error, because if I look up error 268, it says this: you've been kicked due to unexpected client behavior, which is what that comment was mentioning, saying like the client stuff. And I look more into it, and apparently some people are saying that's a Wi-Fi issue, which obviously would make sense if it's like one person, but the fact that so much people are spamming roles right now, there's no way everyone's Wi-Fi just broke like that. Because also, if you guys remember, we had like an error like this recently, where like it's a pretty massive error, and it was kind of a similar situation where it said people's Wi-Fi wasn't working and stuff. I don't think it's the exact same error, but it was the same kind of situation where it was kind of saying like your Wi-Fi is broken or whatever, which obviously is normal. People's Wi-Fi break all the time. However, it was on like a global scale. It's happening to a bunch of people, and now we're kind of seeing a similar thing where it's kind of saying people's Wi-Fi's are broken when it's probably not. It's happening to a bunch of people right now, and it seems to be a pretty massive issue because people are spamming roles like crazy. And from what I've seen, I don't think it's device specific, because a lot of people usually mention if it's just on mobile and stuff like that, but from what I've seen, people are just mentioning the error in general, so it seems to just be across every device as well. So I doubt it's a Wi-Fi problem. And in general, it's just kind of weird what's going on right now, and it seems like a lot of people can't play just because they keep getting an error over and over again. And unfortunately, there's not really a fix that is known out there. Most of the time, you just have to reinstall Roblox stuff like that, but sometimes when there's a bad error on like mobile and stuff like that, you have to just wait for an update, which some people might have to, honestly, which is pretty horrible. And in general, a lot of people can't play the game right now. But anyways, with that being said, if you enjoyed, click this video to find out how you can actually watch ads for Roblox items now. It's not even a joke. I'll see you in the next one.